Hi, welcome to Handicrafts website and YouTube channel. Here on this channel we're going to talk about handicrafts in all different kinds. We will talk about crochet, beading, knitting, carpet weaving, tapestry and all other stuff. Today we're going to talk about the carpets, and the essential things that we need to make the carpets is the warp, weft and the tools. To start with the warp, we use the cotton thread, very heavy twisted, and it differs in number of threads and thickness. For example, for fine carpets that have a density of 60 to 70 knots per 10 centimeters, which is roughly 4 inches, we use very fine thread. That's 14 ply. For carpets that have density from 45 to 60, there's a thread that is made of 20 to 80 plies. And for carpets like kilim and any other very low density carpets, we use a thread that has 24 threads twisted together. As you can see, the thread is so heavy twisted so that once you open it up, it rolls it up into bunches like this. That's actually the warp I've taken from my old carpet that I made myself, and that's the leftovers that I'm not throwing away. I will use it to make the handle. Yes, we make the handle with the thread, and it's not the handle is made every time you make a carpet. You put a separate handle on dedicated to that carpet only. That's for the warp. And as for the weft, with the weft we use there are 3 threads that we use to make the actual carpet. First of all, of course, it's a wool thread. It's 100% wool. Very, I can't even say, it's just spinned, it's not twisted. It's 2 plies, and you can separate it if you use it for finer carpets. You can use a 2 ply for the density from 46 to 60, and for the bigger thread, lower density, you can use a 3 ply, and so they're actually sold separately for the different kinds of thread. Once we make the knots, we use the white weft. It's thick and it's about 5 ply. And it's not twisted, almost barely twisted, so it's very loose, and it fits into the knots and secures us on the frame. Once we've done that, we use the second fine warp, as we call it, the colored one. With the first we call it first white, second colored. The second colored one is actually much thinner than the white one, and it helps you to separate the 2 pairs of threads. So once you've done the part with the weft, you are ready to make another row of knots. And as I said before, there are actually 3 colors that we might use. There's mostly used blue, sometimes we use red, and it's very rare to find now, but used to be a purple one too. So that's the main 3 yarns that we use for the carpet weaving. As for the tools, we need 3 main tools that we use. Is the hook knife. As you can see, there's a knife with a sharp blade and the hook with which you're actually making the knot. So once you make the knot, you cut the thread. That's the knot one that has been used for 50 years, and that's a brand new one that I've ordered about 2 weeks ago. And as you can see, how the hook knife starts, and once you work it and you sharpen it up from time to time, it ends up like this. The second tool that we use is the beater. That's the beater that we use to secure the knots and put the weft. And also sometimes for lower density carpets, it's also used as a brush. So once we beat up the warp and we brush the carpet, preparing it for the cutting. for higher density, we use a special brush. Well, actually, there is no special brush at all. We just use the trimming blade from the hair trimmer. So you brush the carpet and then you cut it. There's actually, I want to show you the difference between the carpets that we use in Azerbaijan. That's the double-pointed scissors that actually help you to cut the extra wool that you don't need for the carpet. And it's quite thick, and it regulates the thickness of your carpet by itself. If you want a thin one, you remove the blade. If you want a thicker carpet, you keep the blade is on. This blade is on. So once you've done the roll, you brush it, you place the warp, you do the cutting. So just keep like this with both hands and you trim the carpet. There's also another type of scissors that we use. Is this type of scissors is actually very popular in Iran. It's also a big area where the carpets are made. How they use it, they put the plank with the necessary thickness of the carpet, and then on top of the plank they cut the extra thread on. The scissors themselves are very important for the carpet weaving. They were so important that they actually were taken into the carpet designs. As you can see right behind me, that's the symbol that actually means the scissors. And the carpet itself, one of the names for the carpet, it's a small element of the carpet from the village called Pirabadey. And actually that's the name of the carpet itself, but sometimes this carpet is also called the gaichi, which means the scissors. We call them cartoons. This is the pattern that you actually used for the carpet weaving. As you can see, it looks exactly as the cross-stitch patterns. In fact, you can actually use the cross-stitch patterns for your carpets. The only difference is that we use the count 8 instead of count 10. So if you look at the pictures, we'll talk about that later on. The marking lines are actually separating 8 cubics instead of 10, as they used for the cross stitching. So this is the carpet from Kazakh school. There are actually 7 schools in Azerbaijan are actually doing carpets, and that's the carpet called Ganja. And here is the carpet from Kuba school. It's actually, as I said before, there's a village called Pirabadey. They're making 2 types of carpets. This one is the scissors, and the other one is it's called Herat Pirabadey, but the unofficial name is fish. You can see the fish pattern here. So that's all for today, and please like, subscribe, and visit our website Handicrafts A to Z.